and its purpose was not to sow greater discord in the family, quite the opposite.
It's a matter of discord.
The fires of discord are burning in every city north and south.
Hey, have you ever run into a word that you think you know, but then someone uses it in a totally different way and it just throws you for a loop? Well, today we're going to tackle one of those tricky words, discord. Stick with me, and I promise in just a couple of minutes, you're going to feel like a total pro at this one. So let's start with a feeling I bet every single one of us knows. You know that moment? You're with your friends trying to pick a movie and nobody can agree. You can just feel that little bit of tension in the air, that clash of opinions. Yeah, we've all been there. Well, that feeling, that lack of agreement, that friction, there's a perfect word for it, and that word is discord. It's what we call it when things just aren't meshing well together. Okay, so let's get into the first meaning, which is by far the most common one you're going to hear. 9 times out of 10, when someone says discord, they're talking about disagreement. Let's break it down. As a noun, discord is just a lack of agreement or harmony. You can think of it as a clash, whether it's between people, different ideas, or even things that just don't go together. Here it is in a sentence. There was discord among the team members about the new project. See? You can practically feel that tension, can't you? People aren't on the same page. That's a perfect example of discord in action. But hold on, it doesn't stop there. The word discord isn't just about people disagreeing. It also has a really cool, more specialized meaning when it comes to sound and music. So in music, discord is when you play a bunch of notes together and they sound, well, harsh, clashing. It's the exact opposite of harmony, which is when notes sound really pleasant and beautiful together. Discord is that tense, unresolved sound. Just imagine listening to a really gorgeous piece of music, and then all of a sudden, bam, there's this jarring chord that feels totally out of place. That's musical discord. And what's really interesting is that composers use it all the time, on purpose, to build up drama and suspense. Okay, let's fast forward to today. This next meaning is the one that really messes with people, because honestly, it has nothing to do with arguments or music. It's all about technology. Now, sometimes you're going to see discord spelt with a big capital D. And let me tell you, that capital letter is a huge, huge clue. It tells you we're not talking about a feeling or a sound anymore. We're talking about a name. And that name belongs to Discord, the app. It's this super popular program for chatting with friends through voice and text, especially if you're into gaming or part of any online community. And you have to wonder, right? Why'd they pick that name? Maybe it's a clever joke about bringing harmony to the chaos, the discord, of thousands of people talking online at once. So, if a friend says to you, "Hey, let's talk about the plan on Discord tonight," don't panic. They're not getting ready for an argument. They just mean, let's hop on the app and chat. It's all about that capital D. So, let's recap real quick. We've got one word, but 3 totally different meanings. There's disagreement, there's that harsh musical sound, and then there's the chat app. It might seem a little confusing, but once you know what to look for, it's actually pretty easy to tell them apart. And that's the big question, right? How in the world do you know which discord someone is talking about? Well, it all boils down to one simple, powerful thing: context. This chart right here lays it out perfectly. Look, if you hear people talking about groups, ideas, or conflict, you can be pretty sure they mean disagreement. If the conversation is about music, sound, or notes, they're talking about that harsh sound. And, of course, if they're talking about online communities, gaming, or you see that capital D in writing, it's the app. It's all about the clues around the word. So, what's the game plan for making this stick? It's just 3 easy steps. First, always listen for the context. What's the conversation about? Second, if you're reading, keep an eye out for that capital D. It's the easiest giveaway. And third, and this is the most important one, practice. Actually try to use the word. All right, so now I'm turning it over to you. Can you come up with a sentence using one of the meanings of discord we just went over? Give it a shot. Seriously, it's the absolute best way to make sure you remember it. Thanks for tuning in to this breakdown, and happy learning.
Where there is discord, may we bring harmony.
Is this discord between old friends?